Hey, thanks for joining us all today for our latest episode of our Chicken Sandwich Wars Taste Test Slam Down. Today, we are looking at one of the newest entrants into this arms race, McDonald's new iteration of its chicken sandwich. And we are joined today by a crew from restaurant business and a friend from Technomic. So let's kick off and talk about how this sandwich appeared when it made it to you, its quality. So Pat, how did you get it for takeout or delivery, and how did it look when you got it?
I went and picked it up and it looks perfectly good, still warm. So I'm very satisfied with its looks.
I did drive-through, which I typically do. I have to say, I don't know who's responsible for these foil-lined bags, but these things are genius. I noticed that most of our sandwiches have come in these, so that made me happy. Look at the size of that chicken, though. That's huge, right?
Looks fine. A little bit. It's not as tall as the other sandwiches. I'd say it's a little bit closer to the plate, but it looks good.
I went through the drive-through. My sandwich arrived very hot. It was it held very nicely in the few minutes that it was sitting in the bag in my car. And in reality, it doesn't actually have to hold as well as, say, a Chick-fil-A, which might be a little bit further away from you. So that's one interesting point. The sheer number of McDonald's makes it so much it means the food is going to be a lot fresher once you get it.
I have a McDonald's in my basement, so it's next to the Starbucks, makes things very easy.
So you have an emerging ghost kitchen in your basement? Is that it?
I do.
The fries when I got home were ice cold. However, because the chicken was in this package that everyone has been mentioning, my chicken sandwich was actually quite warm when I opened it up. So those packages definitely do work. The bun did get a little squish though, but the chicken looks really nice.
My question is, why is everybody sitting on their sandwiches?
It's a little soggier than some of the other sandwiches we've tasted. I think Chick-fil-A and Popeyes had the crispiest coatings, and this one is a little soggy.
I'm actually finding I've got some really good crunchy spots. It's not the whole thing, but I've got some good crunch in a couple of key areas on mine. So I'm very impressed with the crunchiness.
So I've taken 2 bites. There's something distinctly rubbery about this texture, and I'm not sure if it's the bun or the chicken itself, but not a great start here.
Joe, that's where I'm getting the gumminess, the rubberiness is from the bun. It does look great and the flavor's there, but maybe it's because, it's been toasted and then next to the chicken, the same sort of issue that a lot of crispy fried foods have when they're traveling. A toasted bread will have it in the same sense, so sometimes that's appealing. It's what's contributing to the gumminess for me.
I did just take a bite of the bun, and I think that may be the rubbery element here. It almost tastes a little stale.
Abby, I know yours had to hold before serving for a little bit. Did that impact things?
I was satisfied. I could tell that it might have been a little crispy at one point. I thought that the coating to chicken ratio was pretty promising.
It's not as crisp as the name would have you believe. They call it crispy chicken sandwich, and you sort of expect like a KFC extra crispy or something like that. But there was definitely a crispness there. I thought that was a very nicely done piece of chicken.
I was impressed with the bun. It's definitely more flavorful and larger than their normal burger bun.
I agree. It was, that was a very, very good bun.
No pickles. Very disappointed.
Robert, I just wanted to point out that you might look for the pickles on the bun because that's where mine landed. Oh, okay. Still kind of scarce. Only 2 little pickle slices on this big bun.
I will say I do have pickles, and I don't know that it's going to be worth eating without them. I'll just put that out there.
The pickles are key. I think on all these sandwiches, I think the pickles are key. Not good distribution. I got 3.
My pickles were on there and well distributed.
Well, I got a sandwich and a small Diet Coke, so it was $7. I think it's pretty good value. The sandwich itself, I think, was like $4.49.
I thought it was a pretty good value. And honestly, my McDonald's had this 2 for $5 at our drive-through.
Benita, how about you?
Yeah, I thought it was, pretty good value. Like I said, they also threw in free fries as like a Friday thing, which was nice.
I like this chicken sandwich better than Wendy's because of the chicken, because of the breading and whatnot.
If I was going to go to get a chicken sandwich at McDonald's, I think the McChicken is the better value. I think it's like $1.29 or something. I mean, this is good. It's now that I've gotten into it a little more, I think the rubberiness was kind of around the edges of the bun. I think the chicken is decent, but if you're going for value, I say McChicken all the way.
Mine came out to be $4.59 a piece. But to Joe's point, the heck is wrong with the McChicken? So my McChicken, now it doesn't look as good as the other one, but this thing cost $1.59. I could get 2 of these and I could get a small drink, or I could just pocket the difference. So I know, like, what's wrong with this? And for $1.59, this sandwich is fantastic.
I didn't know that they actually had like a McChicken sandwich though. And so if that's cheaper, honestly, next time I would go to McDonald's if I was looking for a chicken menu item, that's probably then what I would try though too, because it is cheaper. This one I think right now is maybe my least favorite.
I think one of the things I noticed about this, it came out really fast. I've been picking up my sandwich at all the locations that we're trying. And Wendy's took a while and Chick-fil-A's took a while, but McDonald's came out super fast. So I think maybe that's the reason that it's a little soggy, because maybe they do it ahead and just, throw it on the bun when you order.
Their operations were really good. That was the fastest experience that I'd had at any of these places.
Just thinking about this piece of chicken that was on my sandwich and find myself thinking about the next sandwich, which is something I haven't done yet in all of our exploration here. So craveability clearly is there for me. Maybe it's the sodium content that I've been craving all this time, and maybe they finally delivered. But for me, this is a first, saying, yeah, I'm going to have another one of those, like instantly just having that reaction.